joined here by Anna Popchock. And Anna, we appreciate you joining us today.
It's nice to be here.
Hey, so already out of the gate, into January. Can you believe, first of all, A, it's January and you guys are, back after the break, and B, you've already had another meet under your belt. Just kind of recap what you saw, going up to Washington this past weekend.
We saw a lot of great races, especially for the first meet. I think there's been a lot of improvement on people. People are really working hard, and they're really getting after it this season. Grace's performance in the 3K was amazing. I was so impressed by that. So it's pretty exciting to see all that improvement at the beginning of the season.
How nice is it to kind of come out and start at an event like that? Because you get to see not just only other runners from the GNAC, but you get to see a lot of Division I runners too, and kind of gauge where you're at. How nice is it to see that kind of level of competition?
I think it's really cool, especially coming from a small town. I never really thought I would be at competitions with athletes like that and like world champions, and it's just really cool to see them compete and to like feel like you're in this elite club that like not many people get the chance to experience.
How nice was it too? This is your second time going to that event. Being a sophomore, did you feel more comfortable maybe this time going up there, feeling like, hey, I've already done this one time, and it's not such a big deal this time around? Being more comfortable being up there.
I definitely felt like I belonged there more. Like I deserved a place there. Last year I was pretty nervous, and I felt like I was pretty small in comparison to a lot of the other sprinters. And I think this year I just felt more comfortable competing at that level.
What's been the transition like for you, being now a sophomore after doing your freshman year? How was it? Eye-opening experience was it for you last year going from, high school to the collegiate that first time?
It was a big change because in high school I was the only runner on my team. We only had like 5 people. And so to have all these runners that are like around my level, like training with them, it's super nice to have people pushing you. And I just like between freshman and sophomore year, I'm just so ready to like go out and get it this year. Like I just want to PR and improve.
How nice was it to learn from some of the ones that have been around you, like last year, of course, Olivia, had done really well for us. Was it like to learn from people like that when you walk in and get to see kind of how they, mold themselves into being, elite competitors?
It was nice to see that, to like have someone to look up to, because as I said, I didn't really have that in my high school, and like to be able to learn and see how other people run and how that works for them and like apply some of their techniques to my own running to improve was really nice.
And you mentioned too being one of the only runners from your school. What kind of got you into track and field? What do you enjoy the most out of the sport?
Well, what kind of got me into it is I just wanted to try all the sports I could when I was younger, and then I got into doing hurdles. I don't remember exactly how, but I just remember it's super fun, like just such a rush to go over the hurdles, and like the race is so fast and the adrenaline. I just really enjoyed it, so I kept at it, and I turned it into something I could continue. Went to college, and I'm just so thankful that I could continue doing it in college.
I was going to say, running in the hurdles has got to be such a rush, because you think any time you're going over the hurdle, each time you never know what's going to happen. So I'm sure you had a lot of trial and error, going through hurdles to get to where you are now, right?
Definitely moments of terror when I thought I would fall or hit the hurdle really hard. A lot of bruises on my knees over the years.
But how neat is it now to think back on that to now where you're able to compete, in the 60-meter hurdles and, ace right through that, whereas, in the old days it was such a challenge.
I'm definitely less afraid now. When I was younger, I'd seen my friend, she broke her arm doing hurdles, so I definitely had some fear going into hurdle races after that, but now I feel like I can like tackle the hurdles and be like competitive and be confident in my hurdling skills.
And how about having the combo too? Because not only do you do hurdles, we've seen you in the jumps too. What kind of rush do you get from doing that as well? In addition,
jumping's it's different because you have all that time between jumps to think and like to strategize for your next jump. So a lot of the times I feel like it can kind of throw you off, or it can make your next jump better. And I do a lot of jumping because you have to jump over the hurdles. So I feel like they're rushes and they're similar, but they're also very different, because the hurdles just go by so quickly, and jumping you have more time to like think and consider.
How about you? Being from the state of Oregon, kind of what was the draw to WU for you, and what have you enjoyed the most about being here on campus?
I wanted to come to WU because it was small, and I wouldn't have as much of a culture shock coming from such a small high school, and it's close to my hometown. And I wanted to continue doing track. I just felt like I wasn't done. When I finished high school, I felt like I could do more, and I wanted to see where I could go with that. So I wanted to come to WU.
All right, Anna. Well, we really appreciate you joining us today, and best luck this season. We'll be catching up with you soon.
Thank you.